Welcome to the Monster Hunter Ecology Report for Vaal Hazak, the Corpse Code Dragon. Like other elder dragons, Vaal Hazak's ecological niche remains mostly a mystery. This mystery, however, has a single certainty. Vaal Hazak's ecological niche ties in closely with the deadly bacterium known as effluvium. Effluvium is a bacterium that acts as a rapid decomposer. Unlike other decomposers, effluvium seems to have an effect on living organisms alongside dead ones. The effects of effluvium seem to be similar to the effects of Ophiocordyceps, a genus of mind-controlling fungi. Effluvium-infected monsters are known to be aggressive and seem to be capable of spreading the bacterium to hunters and other monsters. Signs of infection within a monster tend to not show until it is too late. Once the effluvium virus is fully developed, it will begin emitting spores from its host. This efficient method of reproduction is further enhanced by the inherent pack nature of monsters living in the rotten Vaal. If an ecological niche had to be given to Vaal Hazak, it would be as the Grim Reaper of the New World. Vaal Hazak, whether voluntarily or not, spreads death, or in this case, effluvium, in order to further the cycle of life. Vaal Hazak's control over effluvium is its most defining characteristic. Vaal Hazak is capable of surrounding itself in a barrier of effluvium gas. This discourages monsters and hunters from prolonged close-range combat. Vaal Hazak is also capable of concentrating large amounts of effluvium for use in a long-range beam-style attack. When in mortal danger, Vaal Hazak will call infected monsters to its location. Upon arrival, Vaal Hazak begins to drain the effluvium from infected monsters. This builds up its own concentration of the deadly bacterium to dangerous levels. Another defining characteristic of the Vaal Hazak type elder dragon is an adaptation known as self-decoration. Decorator crabs, caddisfly larvae, and species of assassin bugs use material both living and dead to conceal themselves. Vaal Hazak seems to coat itself in the rotting flesh of monsters native to the rotten Vaal. It uses the effluvium bacterium to rapidly degrade dead monsters before covering itself in their flesh. This behavior is eerily similar to the legends regarding one other elder dragon, Fatalis. Underneath the coat of rotting corpses is a silver-scaled elder dragon that resembles a mix of deep-sea creatures and the traditional wyvern. Along the body and at the end of each section of wing membrane are small, bristle-like hooks. These hooks help to retain the coat of corpses that Vaal Hazak is so aptly named after. At the head, we notice two yellow gold organs on either side. Underneath each organ are small red eye sockets, indicating that the yellow gold orbs serve some other function. No current explanation can be given as to what that function is, but some theorize that it could be a form of chemoreceptor. Moving into the mouth of Vaal Hazak, we notice that it has two sets of jaws, one oral and one pharyngeal jaw. These sets of jaws most commonly resemble the mouth of a moray eel, which uses its oral jaw to capture or trap its prey, while the pharyngeal jaw is used to slowly drag bits of the captured meal into its stomach. Vaal Hazak's jaws seem to function in a similar way. However, the oral jaw of Vaal Hazak seems to open much wider than the inner jaw. This might be due to the size of prey that Vaal Hazak tends to hunt. Like most elder dragons, members of the Vaal Hazak family live a mostly solitary lifestyle. While territorial by nature, Vaal Hazak does not immediately attack when confronted by the presence of a hunter. It will, however, immediately attack other large monsters that encroach upon its territory. In combat, Vaal Hazak will use a variety of attacks that revolve around its control of effluvium gas. It will usually start by attempting to shroud itself in this life-sapping gas, gradually harming those that get too close to it. Vaal Hazak will also attempt to disperse effluvium gas within an area, spewing gas from its mouth in a constant stream. If a hunter inhales too much effluvium gas, their overall health is affected, making even the weakest of Vaal Hazak's attacks potentially lethal. Recovering from effluvium does not heal you completely, rather it restores your maximum vitality. Restored health will remain in the red and can gradually heal over time. But even after recovering, a hunter is still susceptible to many attacks. Vaal Hazak's direct attacks consist mostly of claw strikes, tail swipes, and other general wyvern attacks, which make up a majority of its weaker moveset. Advanced and potentially dangerous attacks come in the form of concentrated effluvium. As mentioned before, Vaal Hazak is capable of firing a specialized beam that will usually immediately afflict a hunter with effluvium. If a hunter is already afflicted or low on health, this attack will usually cause said hunters to cart back to base. The final stage of combat with Vaal Hazak will be indicated by a unique form of playing dead. Vaal Hazak will first limp back to its lair when badly damaged, and when brought even lower, it will begin to play dead. After a few seconds, it will rise again, summoning effluvium-afflicted monsters from the surrounding area. It will then drain the effluvium bacterium from said monsters, often killing them in the process. This process increases the concentration of effluvium within Vaal Hazak, leading to a slight increase in speed and a major increase in strength. Despite this power-up, most of Vaal Hazak's moves remain the same. A large amount of mystery surrounds Vaal Hazak, effluvium, and even the Rotten Vaal itself. Did effluvium arise during the formation of the Rotten Vaal, or was it an internal component of a grand monster now lost in time? Is Vaal Hazak controlling the bacterium, or is it being controlled? Many questions revolve around this unique relationship, but one thing remains clear. The Grim Reaper of the Rotten Vaal plays a crucial role in both the beginning and end of life in the New World.